Welcome to it. Well, diversified mining company African Rainbow Minerals reported earnings up 136%, reaching 13 billion rand in the year to June. A final dividend of 20 rand per share was declared. To take us through the actual numbers and the various operational performances, we are joined by CEO of African Rainbow Minerals, Mike Schmidt. Mike, thank you so much for your time. Let's look back at the year that was for African Rainbow Minerals, particularly when you look at your divisional performances.
No, thank you very much for that. To you, the viewers, it obviously had its challenges in the first half, going through the COVID transition, and ARM is very dependent on its CEOs in terms of state-owned enterprises, in terms of logistics, and challenges has been on the logistic front, because all of us, down and upstream, suppliers included, have been struggling with the COVID issues. We managed to get protocols in place pretty quickly back at the operations, and within 1 month started up and moved pretty seamlessly. So I'm pretty pleased on the overall performance and volume performance during this reporting period.
Right. So which were your standout divisions, and which one do you think need a little bit more attention?
Nastasia, so the iron ore prices, undoubtedly we've had a good rally in prices, particularly on iron ore and in the PGM. So both those divisions have done exceptionally well, having the volumes in place, having the stock in place, and we were able to capitalize with what restrictions we had in terms of logistics. The areas that certainly still need attention are the coal division. And again, it was logistically marginalized in that we couldn't get all the volumes out. The cost performance needs attention at our platinum operation, Madikwa. But I'm pleased to say that their second half performance was significantly better post some of the challenges they've met. Overall, I think our businesses are in a good position.
Let's focus on the coal side, in particular those logistical challenges that you are experiencing. What kind of engagements are you having with Transnet Freight? Are you finding that they've been a lot more transparent in terms of the challenges they're experiencing on their side? And what's the way forward?
No, absolutely. They have really been given us an open book in terms of what their challenges and where we can assist and collaborate. So we've had intensive discussions and many discussions, not only on a Transnet level, but certainly on a ministerial level. And a lot of this coordination is done through the Minerals Council. So these ongoing engagements continue. We have working groups on all fronts, being it Transnet, TFR, ports, and with Eskom and power and water utilities. So we're very dependent on these SOEs with that regard. But it's going very well under the circumstances. They are not out of they're not out of their depth yet. We're not running as yet, but we're pretty confident based on the plans that they've shown us and the actions they intend to do, that we'll see a lot better going forward.
What's your assessment of the PGM and iron ore market? Do you think the sustainability of the prices will be maintained, or how are you viewing that side of things?
So I always use a little saying that in the mining industry, we have very, very long winters and very short summers. To make a position as to how long do these prices hold, on the PGM front, my assessment, a good couple of years, we're in for a good run. The fact that there'll be some thrifting between the metals, I think so. On the iron ore, you would have seen just on the last 2 months, we've had nearly a 40% reduction in the peak price we realized last year. That being said, Natasha, the prices are still pretty robust, with reasonably good margins, but certainly off the boil on iron ore.
Right. When you're looking at, growth opportunities, what would tick the box for you and your board? And is there a particular, commodity sector that would, I suppose, put a smile on your face, for lack of a better description, if it were to meet from an acquisition point of view or M&A point of view, that would help you in your growth targets?
I think undoubtedly we'd like to improve our stake in PGMs. We evaluate a lot of our own assets, so organic growth, and we've made some announcements in that regard. But PGMs is the area where I think we could do a lot better.
All right, Mike, thank you so much for your time. That is Mike Schmidt, who is the CEO of African Rainbow Minerals, taking us through the year that was.